What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Happy summer. Uh, so today we're gonna be playing a different game. Different in the way that it's not a Sonic game. I am still doing the Sonic Marathon. Don't worry. But considering that as of today that I'm recording this, it's the first week of summer, and so something I'm not sure if you guys remember, but what was it, last year or 2 years ago, I wanted to try to start a tradition here on my channel where I'd play a featured game for the summer. Still trying to come up with the title. Summer of Gaming. The featured game or something like that. I don't know. Still working on it. If you guys got any ideas, I'm open to it. I want to create like a little logo to put on like the thumbnails. I'm probably not gonna do it for this one. I'll do it probably like down the line. That way, whenever you guys like look at these videos, you could see that they're for this. So this year, I figured I'd do the same thing. I'm gonna play a game, just to kind of get into the summer vibes. And what better game to do that with than Firewatch? This is a pretty small game. It's like an indie game. Pretty sure a lot of you guys might have not even heard about this game. I only heard about it because I saw a YouTube video that talked about it, and I played this game last year. It's a really good game, and I am going to be uploading this with the Sonic stuff because probably by the time this video goes out, I don't know. I don't know what will be up on the channel. Maybe Sonic Unleashed. It's either probably going to be Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic Unleashed, or Sonic and the Black Knight. Now, I know I did this with Subnautica. It started out as a summer thing and it ended up taking me like a year to finish it, but I promise this game won't be like this, and this is precisely why, despite me I mentioned that at this point I really just wanted to be done with the Sonic Marathon because it's been going on for like 3 years now, and I really don't want to be doing this. I still don't want to be doing the Sonic Marathon by the time the 35th anniversary comes out. But the thing with this game is it's actually a very short game, so it won't take up that much time. The playthrough series of this video won't be that long. I know I was uploading 2 Sonic videos for now, and once I start uploading these, it'll be 1 Sonic video and then 1 of these. But for this, I don't know, maybe like no more than a week worth of videos for this game. So that's why I figured this is the perfect game to play, because while I would love to kind of play more summer games to kind of get into the summer vibes, this year I think I'm just gonna have to settle for this one. Because like I said, I just really want to prioritize finishing Sonic. At this point, I'm much closer to finishing the marathon. I'm in the process of doing Sonic Colors right now, and with Sonic Colors, there's only like, I don't know, I think like a total of 5 or 6 games left. And this is including like the new ones like Frontiers, Superstars, all that stuff. So there's not that many games left, and I'm really hoping that I could finish up the Sonic Marathon before the summer's over this year. So anyways, I've been rambling too long, so let's go ahead and get started with Firewatch. So let's start up a new game, and let's go ahead. Hopefully this game runs better, because I played this game on when I had my old gaming laptop, and hopefully now I can play this game with, I have it set to ultra graphics or ultra preset graphics. Let's see. You see Julia. Okay. Yeah, I have it set to ultra, the preset ultra graphics. So hopefully this game looks really good, and it looks way better than when I played it on my laptop, and it stays at a consistent 60, because I think I played this game on my laptop with medium graphics, and it sometimes it struggled to maintain at 60. So let's see how it is. So anyways, apparently we see Julia. Oh, I gotta click it. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So, what's your, major? You're pretty. Alright, so this game is pretty much like a episodic choice type of game. So the way I'm gonna play this, the way I'm gonna make my choices, I think I'm gonna play them. I know like the character is Henry, and he is his own character. He's not really a silent protagonist, but you do take control of him, get to determine what kind of guy he is. I'm basically gonna play him like as if I were him, or as if he were me, So I'm gonna make the choices that I would make in this situation. So I don't really get drunk. I've never gotten drunk in my life because I don't really like to drink. But if I were drunk, I don't know what I would do. Would I really just have all the confidence and say you're pretty, or would I just... So what's your, I think this would be me if I were drunk. Like I said, I don't know how I am. I feel like I'd be a really boring drunk. But let's go ahead. So what's your, major? You slur the word major and it smells like cores. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Alright, so it looks like we take control of this guy. Pick up this backpack. Got this garage. Let's walk around. Oh, this is locked. Can you even run in this game? I forgot you can run in this game. Alright, let's load the gear. Okay, you date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with the view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. You adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem. So, I mean, Julia's my girlfriend, obviously. And I just think I'm the type of dude who, like, if I'll just get her what she wants. I'm a huge dog person, so I'm cool with any dog. But see, the thing about me is that I just happen to really love beagles. So if she loves a beagle, I love beagles. It's a match made in heaven, so we're gonna pick beagle. And I don't know if I'd name him Bucket, but if she wants to name him Bucket, you know what? If that makes her happy, I'll go with Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him, you love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots. Okay, so this is 1979, right? This is like 4 years after. I mean, if you're with, honestly, if you're with someone for 4 years, I think at that point, it's normal to start thinking about maybe considering having kids. Now, personally, if I were in this situation, I'd like to have kids. I mean, yeah, because this is one day, why rush? But if you ask me, like, if I'm already with someone for 4 years, to me at that point, I would have already done as much as I would have wanted to do. Like, spending as much time as I could have with my partner. So I think by then, I would be really open to just, expanding the family and having kids. Man, I just feel like with this game, you guys are really gonna, like, learn more about me. At this point, I think, like, I just realized I don't really think I think I'm pretty mysterious to you guys. You don't really know much about me. So I think this game, you guys will probably learn more about me than I would like to let on. But you know what? I'll do it for the sake of the game. Like I said, I want to play this like as if I were Henry and I'm the one making these decisions. If I were in these situations, in that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. Yeah, you know what? That's crazy. 4 years and you're not married? I mean, yeah, if that's the case, yeah, if it's been 4 years at that point, I think in my case, I would like to safely assume that that person is going to be the person if I were together with someone like Julia for 4 years, at that point, yeah, I think it's safe to assume that this is the person I would want to marry. And then, especially if I want to have kids with this person, I'd like to get married before I have the kids. So yeah, she's absolutely right. Oh yeah, this game does look good with the 60. And I like the art style of this game. This game looks really beautiful. Thoroughfare, trailhead. Okay. Let's just keep walking. Let's keep walking down this trail. 1980. Okay, so it's a year later. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. Alright, now, I don't think I'd really be getting angry in this situation, but I don't really have a choice, so yeah, I guess I'm angry because I haven't heard from her. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad, you ignore her. Damn, that's hard. I don't even know. I feel like I'd ignore her, but I do feel like sometimes I do get pretty confrontational with, you know, like people who kind of piss me off. She fight when she gets between the sheets. But if she's drunk, see, I've been around a fair amount of drunk people, and I don't like dealing with drunk people, so I think I'd just ignore her, cause I just wouldn't want to deal with that BS. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. Alright. 1981. So a year later, Julia still likes to draw. She draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. Alright, you see now, funny thing is, I actually love to draw in real life. So if she loves to draw, I'd most likely be drawing with her. But I guess in this situation, I don't have drawing skills like that. So if I had to pose, I'd pose like He-Man. You look awesome. Yeah, I'm more of a guy who'd like to look awesome than look silly. Alright. Looks like it's the evening now, or the afternoon. Some time has definitely passed. Let's keep on walking. Two Forks Lookout Tower. 8 more miles still. Damn, 8 miles? That's a long walk. (1982). During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. But fuck, the dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. Yeah, I think I'm the type to just scare him away. I don't really like to fight, like take things physically. I will if I have to, but I'd rather just try to scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all 3 of you. He runs away. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. You know, that dude is so messed up for kicking the dog. Like, I don't know. I don't like anyone who, like, abuses animals. I mean, for sure that wouldn't have happened if I adopted that German Shepherd, but, you know, I had to go with the Beagle. (1984). Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Oh, that sucks. When work gets in the way and you can't have kids. Or it delays you having kids. Damn, I mean, personally, I wouldn't let that happen because I'm not the type of person to let work get in the way of my life, but sometimes it just happens whether you want to or not. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her not to take the job. Agrees she commutes back and forth. Oh man, now this is tough because I've always wondered, like, what would I do in this situation? Because where I live, I love the place where I live, and if I had a partner that were to move, I don't know if I'd really like to. I mean, I think it's pretty messed up to convince them not to take the job if it's a great job and they want to move. But if I don't, see, I think maybe personally, if I had the option, I'd just go with them. But since I don't have that option, I guess just agree she commutes back and forth, and that would really suck because for her, she'd be doing a lot of traveling, some long distance. But it's better that than convincing her not to take the job, because clearly she wants the job. And I would just feel guilty if I convince her not to take the job. So let's go with this. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. Julia is sent home. Oh, so it's 1985 now. I think it's the same year, right? I don't even remember. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. I mean, I guess personally, I am a huge advocate for, like, go seek professional help if something like that happens, but I know some people might not take it well, especially if it's like one instance, because they might see it as like, hey, there's nothing wrong with me and this and that. So I think I would just try to make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it, and then if things get worse, then probably bring it up, see what I can do. Maybe it's just like a one-time thing. It works. You watch Dallas on TV and sleep together on the couch. Oh, we got a journal here. Huh. Look at that, that's the drawing. The He-Man drawing. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason, and she has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Damn, that really sucks. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. Aw, man. Honestly, that's so tough. I wouldn't know how to handle a situation like that. And I hope that if, you know, if in the future I'm in a relationship, you know, married and stuff like that, that this doesn't happen to me, because I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. And people who are unfortunate enough to deal with stuff like this, like, I really do feel for them. And you know, I have huge respect for people who have to deal with this, because it's tough. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. I think I just try to make it work by myself, honestly. That's just how I am. I'm a very stubborn person. I'll do everything I can to try to take care of her myself. I've kind of been in a situation like that, so I kind of know what it's like. It's tough, but I can make it work, you know? I have experience with that, unfortunately. Hey, look, there's a deer there. Well, or moose? I'm not sure. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. Yeah, I mean, even though, like, I would understand the situation sometimes, like, yeah, like, you get mad because it's more like they put themselves at risk and you're just looking out for them. You just don't want anything to happen to them. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching basketball in the summer, or watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. Yeah, I feel like even if I was in that situation, I wouldn't be the type to just drink my problems away. I don't know. I just can't stand the taste. I just can't stand the taste of alcohol. Like, you know, I know a lot of people, like, when they get in situations like that, it just kind of takes over. It's out of their control. But I just hate the taste of alcohol too much to start doing that. Not to mention that it's money that I'm spending when I could save it for something else. And it's just kind of putting my health at risk. And when I'm taking care of someone like that, I'm the type of person that, like, if I'm taking care of someone whose health is declining, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that I don't let myself get sick. Because if I get sick, then that's a real huge situation. And, you know, the last thing I need is to develop alcoholism. But anyways, you start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in front of the bedroom door. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. Yikes, that's hard. I'm a very trusting person. Or at least, if I have a wife, I would love to trust that she wouldn't do it. But I mean, I guess if she's really in serious condition, I would just put a chair in front of the bedroom door. Like, I'd hate to do it, but at that point, I would just be more concerned for her safety. So I'd rather be safe than sorry at that point. You go to the same bar at the Bory end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. 1989. One night you are stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law Susan. Yeah, don't drink and drive. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my PSA. Don't drink and drive. It's never good for you. Of course, this is 1980s. Basically 1990s before Uber. I mean, I know taxis were around, but for sure Uber and Lyft and all those ride shares have made being able to go home without driving much easier. But there are still taxis in the day, so. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Damn, it must be really filthy. Personally, I wouldn't let that happen, but I mean, I guess maybe it's just that bad. They tell you Julia's coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably just do that. Let them take her. She'd probably be better off with them. Look for a job. Because I guess if I'm trying to take care of her, I'm probably like not working. Or maybe it's a job to make extra money. I don't know. But I take it. And I think that takes us to modern day, or the present day, where we're at. Yeah, right here. So this is where like the game really begins. So we gotta enter the lookout tower. It's nighttime. So let's just go straight to the tower. I will look around, but there's no point. I don't really think there's anything to look around for. I look at those mountains. I like the way they look. I actually like the background. The art just looks really good. They're clearly like 2D, but it just really works. Okay. Let's pick up the radio. And let's turn on the power. Oh, nice. This is nice.
Two Forks Tower.
Oh. Left shift to activate radio.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Damn, I really feel this dude's energy. Like, if I were going through everything he went through, I would basically just feel like that. What should we go with?
Okay, you're probably out here because nobody back home can stand you. Which, after this brief introduction, is not a big shock.
Ouch. I'll chalk that up to you being tired and grumpy.
Yeah.
Well, I'd better get some sleep then.
One sec. Now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.